Hello and welcome to episode 25 of Sunday League to Legend. We are here on YouTube and Football Manager 21 for the day that Leyland Albion will become pitching in Isthmian League South Central Division champions. We are about to say goodbye to level 8 and move up to level 7 with a win, hopefully, over Sholing. We are back at Fox Lane to continue our unbeaten run this season. We've now played something like 32 games, still unbeaten, without a blemish on the record. We are all ready to go at Fox Lane. This is going to be a big one. Last time on YouTube, we of course had the Northwest Counties Cup final, which we won. Another piece of silverware added to the trophy cabinet as Sholing have an early attack. But here comes Dawson. Look at Dawson through. Less said about that shot, the better. Should have passed it to Finlayson. The former AFC Blackpool forward has been on fire. 8 goals in his last 3 games as Lewis Salmon draws a save from the Sholing stopper before Dawson fires wide. Has been a great season for us. It's not been that entertaining. Well, we've scored goals again. I mean, we seem to score goals for fun and concede them, in fact, as well. As Salmon goes all the way through for his 40th goal of the season. Need we say more? Finlayson involved. Booch, really good signing there. As the defender, he gets it all wrong, doesn't he? Brown, the goalkeeper, comes out, and Salmon is there. In terms of our team for today, it's Fallows in goal, Morris at right back, Fallon over on the left, Wharton and Lawler, our central defensive partnership, as Booch goes close one more time. He's in central midfield alongside Thornhill. He's been a bit of a moody git as of late. Wants to play a bit more football than perhaps he deserves, but he's in the team for today. Dawson is on the right, normally a central striker, but he just can't get a position up there at the moment. On the left, we've got Connor Russo, so he's basically been shunted out to the left to make up for Dawson coming in on the right, as there's Finlayson with another goal, his 43rd of the season. 2 strikers, then they're the 2 goal scorers, Lewis Salmon and Connor Finlayson, really doing well for us. Again, can't drop either of them. You've seen how many goals that they've scored. Salmon predominantly in the cup competitions, it has to be said, but Finlayson, I believe, is the top scorer in the league again this season. So Connor Coma we said goodbye to a few months ago, but Finlayson has picked up the baton. He's charged through with it. Has Wharton recycles possession to Dawson, and it's Jonty Booch, his 6th of the season. Just a young 19-year-old, 18-19, he's not 20 yet. He's the central midfielder. This isn't a youth save, however, the majority of these players are all sort of around that sort of 18 to 21 bracket. It's just the way it's happened. They get suggested to us through the scouting meetings. We bring them in on trials and then offer them a contract. As you can see, the shot map for Sholing on the screen. I should change that really, shouldn't I? Let's have a look at what the Albion are doing. We are playing in our black shorts today. I do prefer us in the traditional black shorts for the Albion. Last time out was against Cheshire. So at the top of the league, Cheshire were actually one of the early season favourites. Longer suffering viewers might remember, right at the start of the year, they were touted to be favourites. As here come Sholing, the away side, and it's Dawson with a bit of an aimless clearance there. Not the best. I have rotated Dawson on the right with the likes of Harry Walker and Connor Russo. They've both had a bit of a stint out there. The teams closest to us in terms of the league, well, for that you're looking at the likes of Marlow, who you may remember we played on the first game of the season, Burgess Hill and Cheshire, currently occupying 4th place. We played them in our last game. It was a Desmond, a 2-2 draw. should have won the game. But unfortunately, Lewis Salmon's winning goal in the last 10 minutes was ruled out, offside. Couldn't do anything about it, really. It was narrow one. It was a really narrow one, in fact. The yellow and red lines were sort of flashing, sort of interchanging, because they were so close. A Scholing here delivers the ball to the far post. Booch here on the counter. If he can get the ball upfield, it's going to come back to Morris. Now green for the visitors. He looks to be a little bit of a player, but Wharton even, out to Connor Russo. Booch in field to Thornhill, and there's the strike on goal. Narrowly wide out the goalkeeper's left side here. Corner kick from Thornhill. Let's see what he's got. A bit of a flat delivery there, not much on that one. Fallon to Lawler, and he's kept running as the left back. Let's see if he can put the ball in. He can't. Good tackle by Scholing as they pass it round and then lump it upfield. Not really what they wanted to do. As Booch has gone down, and it's Connor Finlayson about to stick the penalty away. Let's see what he can do from here. Oh, it's straight in, isn't it? Hard and low to the keeper's right. No chance of saving it, despite him. I mean, he went the wrong way, but wouldn't have saved that anyway. Great strike from Connor Finlayson. And the run is going to continue. It is 4-0 with 35 minutes on the clock. Scholing, yeah, they'll probably score. They'll get one back. This is what usually happens. I mean, our defence just can't keep a clean sheet. Absolutely no chance of that. As Brown plays the ball out from goal. Good save by Fallows, it has to be said. Thornhill now with the delivery. That's a better one. Russo's going to get it back to him. Brown there, just taking the ball behind for a corner kick. As we go into the final few minutes of this first half, Scholing now on a good counter-attack, but it's a great block there by Fallon, putting his foot in and deflecting the ball away for a corner, where hopefully we can defend properly, as we have, because Salmon has sprung the counter here. Couldn't keep hold of the ball. 38 minutes on the clock now. Really, we could just do with getting the lads in for half time and getting them calmed down here. Finlayson, though, he's not the type to run it into the corner flag. He wants goals, and lots of them. Dawson with a low effort, but Brown with a good save there. Aaron Goulty is apparently a bit of a threat for Scholing. Nope, Thornhill missing the target there. Right, lads, we need to just calm down a little bit now. In fact, I might just clip their wings slightly, move from an attacking setting to a positive setting. Good defence there, working in a group. Oh, it's aimless upfield, isn't it? Are Scholing going to get one back here? No, they're not. Not far wide. But our goalkeeper Fallows had it covered. As always, our players have been the subject of bids from elsewhere. It happens all the time, especially if you're a good club with good players who are on, well, they're considered out of contract. They're just paid their appearance fee. So they're open. It's open season for anybody to try and steal them off us. It's worked with Conacoma. Obviously, he went off to North Ferriby. But Finlayson's picked up the baton. He doesn't seem to want to leave. Neither does Dawson, his usual strike partner. So usually you'll see Dawson and Finlayson up front. Lewis Salmon, he's just undroppable. Can't take him out of the team. Just scores goals. As we've seen, we've got Dawson playing out on the right, where he's not entirely comfortable, and is one of several that have played there in that position this season. They all seem to be pretty similar output. Nothing really to write home about for many of them. As Thornhill plays the ball over the top, it's cleared by Scholing, and now Goulty is through. Oh, it's a good save by Fallows, maintaining that clean sheet. It's been another season of very few clean sheets. We are a team that score lots of goals and concede lots of goals as well. It has happened, and in terms of the league table, if I could show you that while we're here, you will see that with this result, having played 32 games, we will be sitting pretty on 86 points. So another 6 to go after this one. So my rudimentary maths tells me that there's 18 points to play for, which is why Marlow would be unable to catch us. Sturdy going through, good tackle by Fallon. Really good tackle. Ball upfield though, not the best. It is going to come back. And it does for Scholing, in fact. It's Russell. And then Fallows with another stop. He's playing well. Scholing now with the effort. Oh, look at that. They're getting closer and closer, boys. We can't be having this. In fact, we are just going to make a quick change. Now, I'm looking at the likes of Booch or Russo, really. Oh, it's Matt Thornhill that's not playing well, isn't it? Right, Thornhill is coming off then. And Gary Roberts is coming on, very experienced, 36 years old. He's the only player that's actually paid a wage for us, and that's purely because he's a player stroke physio. Ball in, and there's Finlayson with the hat-trick. And in fact, while we're doing that, in that case, I think Finlayson is going to come off. No, we're not going to do that. Sorry, we are indeed going to bring off Thornhill, but I'm also going to bring off Finlayson for Macris. Young player, really good. Unfortunately, not quite got the breaks that perhaps he deserves. So we're just waiting for the ball to go out of play. Everything seems to have slowed down. Lovely. Fallon back to goalkeeper Fallows. Bit of a tongue twister there. Yeah, good play in the defence. And the ball goes all the way upfield here to Farrell. I may have overloaded the system by insisting that we make that change. So we're probably just waiting for the ball to go out of play as Aaron Morris is going to recover it here. This will be one of those highlights where the ball's in play for about 20 minutes. You can just expect to see that any second. Rendell forward, and it's going to be cleared by Lawler. So at this point, substitutions will be made, and Macris and Roberts on now. Sturdy with the corner. Yeah, we've just picked up here as Fallows claims the ball. Big booming goal kick. I'm just going to check the settings. Haven't slowed down all of a sudden. Match speed. Maybe it has. Let's change that. There we go. The ball is now going to zip upfield. Not sure what happened there. Bug in the system. Who would have thought Football Manager 21 has a bug? No idea. Never seen that before. It's a new one. If you're watching from overseas, very rare that sort of thing happens. A bug in Football Manager. No. Traditionally, very, very stable games. There are some people that have played Football Manager for hundreds and hundreds of hours. Never seen one at all. Never seen one error. Shocking that, isn't it? Roberts now earns the corner. So he's probably going to play it in himself. He is indeed. It's an outswinger this time. And it's Dawson who tries to get on the end of it. Morris recycles. No, Roberts not really able to do anything with the good position. And Brown comes out to seize on the ball. Good tackle by Wharton. Impressed by him. Him and Morris have really come in. The defensive version of Morris, the right back I should say, has actually done pretty well. I'm still not convinced by the likes of Lawler and Lent, really. Forbes even is still part of the squad, the right back, although he is complaining about minutes at the moment, so it's not going to go down well, the fact that I've selected Morris at right back. Even Mike Krul, who's been traditionally our right-sided defender this year, he's been dropped just at the minute. As here comes Sholing, passing it between themselves. Oh, it's all the way through to Fallows, though, who's probably going to send a big booming goal kick. There you go, see? And it's one for the strikers to chase. This is going to be now our 5th trophy since we established Leyland Albion. So we've won at level 10, won the league, won at level 9. This will be level 8. Along the way, we've picked up the build-based FA Vars and the Northwest Counties Cup, as you will have hopefully seen in the last episode. If not, do go back and check it out. You will see that lovely little graphic to show that you have won a trophy, which we will see, of course, at the end of this game. As Connor Salmon goes through, oh, it's a good tackle by Cummings, though. Really had to get that right, or it was a game, set and match, I think. And now a free kick due to an offside. We'll take that every day. Ball over the top to Salmon. He does not miss from there. His 41st of the season. 2 for today. And it is 6-0 Leyland Albion versus Sholing. This is pretty much how it's gone all season. Although usually we've conceded 1 or 2 goals along the way. But yeah, the likes of scoring 6 goals, it's not alien to us in the slightest. Good tackle there. Fallon now with the ball. Nope, not happening for Sholing, is it? We've all had games like this where they've not played that badly, but they're getting absolutely hammered on the score sheet. Ball in now by Dawson. I'm really wanting to start getting a shot, cut in and get a shot off, because the sort of intricate passing, crossing, it's not really his game at all. As Fallows just recovers the ball in partnership with Fallon. Now, aimless long ball over the top is just going to eke out a few extra seconds. We're actually going to tick over into the 76th minute as Fallon recovers once more. Really, we could do with putting a foot on the ball here and having some possession. Just nice, boring possession, you know. In the middle third, that would be fine. But we have a corner kick. Roberts' ball cleared. And now the counter by Sholing, but a really good tackle by Fallon. It's going to be a throw-in, but we can reset ourselves from here. Make sure that everybody's picked up. And there's a clearance by Morris. Brought down there, wasn't he? By Palinek. Surprised not to see a booking, to be honest. As Macris gets in, and Macris scores. Look at that. 26th goal of the season. I mean, there's him, Dawson, Finlayson, Salmon. They're all getting on the score sheet. They're all scoring big amounts of goals for us. 7-0 with just over 11 minutes to go on the clock. Apparently we should be pressing Cathal Farrell. Sounds like an odd name, but okay, let's go with it. James Dodd, our assistant, as always, doing a pretty good job for us. So since he's arrived, I've been really pleased with him. His advice is always good, his feedback is solid, seems to know his stuff, does James, so I'm really happy to have him as part of the squad. A lot of the staff, I haven't upped their new contracts, offered them new contracts or upped their existing deals, simply because I want to see what's out there. As we go up the leagues, we do need better staff to come in. We'll have better players. One player we've got on trial at the minute, actually, is a player called Andy Kellett, who I have to know because he's formerly was on loan at AFC Files. I believe he's a former Wigan player as well. He is currently being considered for next year. I think we will need some sort of veteran presence in the squad as we go forward. Certainly when we get into the Vanarama North, that's the time when we really are going to need some experienced heads. You know, we're getting away with it at the minute with the young boys, which again, it isn't a conscious effort. It's just those are the ones that are suggested to us, so we've got to go with them. As the ball is back to Fallows. Good passing by Sholing, you've got to say. They do know how to get a man spare. but Wharton with the defensive heroics. Cummings is going to pick this one up all the way back to the goalkeeper. Booch, though, not giving it up. Fair play to him. Cross in. Oh, Matt Chris looking to get on the end of it, wasn't he? Again, it's pumped up field. It's end-to-end stuff at the minute, but nobody can really, seemingly, get a good effort off. Colin Griffiths awards the Albion a free kick just on the halfway line there. We'll just slow things down a little bit, I think, as it's a goal kick to Scholing. So we're about to enter just 5 minutes remaining in the game, and at this rate, Leyland Albion are set to win the Isthmian League, and we are about to secure promotion up to the next step. Good header away. It's now Russo on the ball. Not seen much of him today, but here's Matt Chris. A bit of a tame effort, too close to Brown to really concern the custodian. Here's Dawson now. He's going to get a throw in. Just need to eke out some precious seconds here, boys. In fact, I'm going to put us on to a defensive mindset. No need for us to be rushing forward. Roberts with a free kick. Dawson getting tackled. Didn't expect to see that. Another clearance though. Now Roberts, he's got the opportunity just to look either side of him. Yeah, now he uses the inside. Oh, it's an awful effort, isn't it? Big deflection though, and it'll be a corner with 2 minutes remaining on the clock. Roberts floats the balls in, but it is a good clearance. Now here come Scholing. Silsden, one of the teams that we have beaten this season. As Fallows collects the ball. I feel quite nervous. We are winning 7-0, but we are about to win the league, which isn't every day, as a big long-range hit and hope lands over the bar. Brown with the goal kick. He's going to go long. Yeah, there you go. Good play by him. But again, Fallows stands strong. Good ball out. Now, Salmon, what can he do from here? Good tackle by Cummings. He's put a couple of those in, just when it looked like our strikers were far and away from him. We are into 2 minutes of added time. Let's waste a few more seconds by bringing on Mike Corral for Fallon. Ball over the top here. Wharton stands up to it though. Really good play. Yeah, the substitutes happen there. Less than a minute to go. Less than a minute to seeing Leyland Albion crowned champions for the 3rd time in succession. We came into this league as nobodies really, and we have dominated. We are going to win this league handsomely, really. As the ball just gets cut out there in the Scholing defence. Bit of a worry. And we don't want to concede at this late stage. Dawson now the attacker. In it goes. And again Rob Brown there to make a save. Is that it, Raf? No, it's going to go all the way to Fallows. He's just signalling there for the referee. And there it is. It is all over. Leyland Albion are champions here at level 8. Fantastic performance. Well done, lads. You have sealed the title. Disappointing not to see the graphic. Don't know what happened there. I should see it. We did win. We won the title. Don't take this away from me. Well, we won 7-0, and that is a pretty strong statement for next season already. So there are 6 more games to play here at level 8, which I'll do quietly off camera, hopefully recording an unbeaten run. The other thing I have to tell you is that my services have been courted. No less than Barnet, a Vanarama South, either north or south side, came calling, wanting to offer me an interview. Didn't show any interest in it whatsoever, but I was considered the odds-on favourite. They invited me to an interview, which I politely declined. I told them that I was very happy to be considered, but sadly I would not be accepting their offer, as gracious as it was, because there is still business to do here in Sunday League to Legend. The idea is to become a legendary figure at this club. Hasn't happened yet. I think I'm in favoured personnel so far. I'm not even a club icon, so there's still a way to go just yet. The idea is that we're going to keep trying to go as high as possible and see what happens. And as you can see, Leyland Albion have done the double. Not only were we North West Counties Cup champions, but we are the Isthmian League South Central Division, sponsored by Pitching In. Pivotal match there was the 4-2 win over Marlow. Key player this season has been Connor Finlayson. Hard to argue. The loss that we did suffer this year was in the Build-Base FA Vars, and that was by Cadbury Heath. But I think there's plenty of positives for us to build on, ready for next season. Not least the momentum. I think we've not been better than a lot of teams this year, but we have been able to come through unscathed. Our nearest challengers, Marlow, as you can see, 63 points, could only manage a 2-2 draw with Hamwell. So they did have a bit of a tough test. That's all we have time for today. That marks the end of our Level 8 journey. The next time we are on YouTube will be Monday, and that means that it'll be either pre-season or the first fixture of the new campaign up in Level 7. Thank you for your support. Do give us a like and a subscribe and what have you. Really pleased with how that's going, and I'll see you next time.